It's Tuesday night. You know what happens in the morning?
No?
Wednesday morning? There's going to be a 1 in 500 year astrological event.
Wow.
7 of the 12 planets are going to align.
Shucky darn.
And
Caitlin, is this to life? Is this for real?
He said that, but no, I didn't. Not in these words.
I didn't say 12 planets. There's obviously 9. Well, 8 since I decreased fluid.
Obviously.
So you want to wake up early and go see it?
What time is early?
How about like 6? We can be there by 6:30.
Ooh, that's a little early, but okay.
We'll be right at sunrise.
Sure.
Okay.
You want me to call you in the morning?
I'll wake up. Flat lie.
You want me to call you?
I did?
At 6:45.
That was a flat lie. I never get up early. I'm not a morning person. She should have known right then. Lo and behold, 6 in the morning, I call Caitlin and say, hey, guess what?
What?
It's raining.
I noticed.
It apparently only rained right where our houses were because everywhere else said it didn't rain. Whatever. Do you remember that? Ryan said it didn't rain.
Yeah, but he lives further
West?
Anyways,
True.
it rained.
Back to the story.
So Wednesday morning, so Wednesday afternoon, I'm walking down from BYU campus and I'm like, hey Caitlin,
What?
there's a club event. Do you want to go to it?
What is it?
An environmental science club event.
Oh, not really. How about I'll make dinner and you go?
No, please come.
Shawnee, I really don't want to go sit through a boring science meeting.
It's a social event.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
And there'll be food.
I don't want the food, but if it's social and you really want me to go, I'll go.
I really want you to go. And it's right at sunset at Rock Canyon Park. But I need to go home and grab something real quick before we go.
What do you have to go?
I need to get money for a t-shirt.
Babe, I'll just loan you
I need money
No.
for it.
I'll just pay for it.
I need to go get home and get my checks.
Yeah, but babe, really, I'll just pay for it and you pay me back.
No, we have to go home
Oh, okay, fine.
and get
Fine.
something in my room.
If you want to go home, get your money, that's fine.
Okay, there's no club meeting, there were no checks, it was all a lie just to get a ring and propose for Rock Canyon Park. So lo and behold, guess what?
What?
I have a friend who I gave him or let him borrow my machete or I used it with him.
Oh my gosh.
And he brought it back to me at school that day. I'm like, oh great, I can take it home. And so I'm just walking to the duck pond, or not at the duck pond, but pretty close to it. I'm just waiting for Caitlin to pick me up. You know, I'm really worried. It's sunset and everything.
Machete in hand.
Yes.
Okay.
It was in its sheath, but that didn't stop him from calling the cops on me. So cop looks at me and then he gets out of his car and says, hi, what do you have in your hand? I'm like, machete. Where'd you get it? Guatemala. What are you going to do with it? Hold it in my hands. Then 2 other squad cars showed up with lights on. And then they're like, so is your girlfriend going to come pick you up and take you away so you're not a public menace anymore? I'm like, yeah, sure, real soon. 10 minutes later, I
was trying to get dinner in
you
the
were.
oven.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And then the cop complimented me on how cordial I was. Apparently I'm a very cordial person. So then Thursday rolls around.
Oh my goodness.
Right, there's more to that story. I go
Oh,
to
yeah.
pick him up, I finally get him, and he tells me a story about the cops, and we start driving to Rock Canyon. And then he goes, oh wait, actually, I found out the club that's meeting is Eco Response, and I don't really want to go to that. So we turned around and went home.
Oh.
It was dark. I couldn't propose.
They're all,
It was dark. That was the real reason.
yeah.
That's the real-
Okay.
So
Good
Thursday
cover.
rolls around and I'm like, we have to get this done. I'm going insane. And I tell her roommate to trick her out into going shopping or something. Well, you were going to go shopping with her
We're
anyway.
gonna go shopping.
Tell her, there's a shopping mall by this park where there's really not. Or this bridal store right by this park, and there really isn't. So basically, I have everything set up, and I'm waiting for them. You show up, and you're looking for the bridal shop, and you're so intent on finding it. You guys drive around the park, you don't see anything, and your roommate, she pretty much forced you to go over by the little...
Yeah, we park,
Set
and
up.
she's like, there was all sorts of problems finding this vague bridal shop. And so we park in one place, oh, well, let's just go in and ask somebody in this building. She's like, no, my cousin will text me back, and she'll tell me where it is. And then We like drive around this gated community, know that's houses, and finally she's like, okay, she said just to park here in this little cul-de-sac area by the park, and then walk down the street to it. And I'm like, hey, those are houses, but whatever. Maybe it's like this cute little quaint house or something turned into a shop. So we park, and then she grabs my hand and she goes, walk with me, and starts walking into the park. And I'm like, okay. And then at that point, I was still like, yeah, but where's the bridal shop? It's not going to be in the park. So then, yeah, and then when we started walking more into the park, I was like, okay, something's up.
You
So
knew
then.
then.
I knew then something was up.
And then.
So then